I'd like to start with a quote from a very wise man. Don't spend time chasing someone that doesn't care about you. Love is a commitment and a sacrifice that you choose to make every day. You choose to love them despite their faults. You choose to honor that commitment. You choose to love even when it isn't convenient. You choose to love even when it's hard. Don't waste your choice on someone who won't give you theirs. Clayton Campbell. I first spoke these words as advice to a close friend going through a tough breakup. I was unaware, however, that friend would soon become the person that made these words true. I choose you today and every day for the rest of my life. I want the good, I want the bad, I want it all with you forever by my side.
Clayton, it's hard to believe this day is here. Writing this, I can't help but think back to the first time I knew I was going to marry you. We were just starting to become friends when I knew you, the guy sitting behind me in freshman interest group class, were going to be my husband. Before meeting you, I never believed the cliche, when you know, but I knew. In that moment, I was sure, but now, in this moment, I am even more sure that God divinely placed you in that seat behind me in that dorm room, or in that room, in the dorm down the hall. From the day I met you, you felt like home to me. Becoming your friend was easy, but falling in love with you along the way was even easier.
You are my strength, my rock, my world. You are my best friend, my confidant, the love of my life. I thank God every day for guiding me along the way towards you.
You were and continue to be my confidant, rock, and best friend. I've never been so sure of anything as I am about you. You have the most genuine heart of anyone I've ever met. You love hard and unconditionally, and you will climb any mountain for the ones you love. You are strong where I'm weak, and you continually push me out of my comfort zone, even when I wish you wouldn't. You are intelligent beyond words, and have been calm in every storm life has brought your way. It seems surreal that God chose me to be your wife, the one to love you, cherish you, care for you, dance in the living room with you, and plan a future with you. Clayton Allen, I promise to be your strong shoulder whenever times get hard. I promise to work through the challenges and weather the storms with you. I promise to be your cheerleader, your teammate, and your biggest supporter, and to always believe in you, even when you don't believe in yourself. I promise to pray for you, serve you, and give you grace. I promise to encourage you, pursue you, and love you in sickness and in health, for rich or for poor. I promise to love you, even when I don't like you. I also promise to try not to talk while the Chiefs are playing.
I promise to hold your hand in public. I promise to always cut your steak. I promise to always make an effort on the little things that make you feel special. And I promise to make you laugh every day. I promise to halfway listen to you talk while the Chiefs are playing. And I promise to only complain a little on the 15th trip to Hobby Lobby. More than that, I promise to cherish you as the greatest thing that has ever happened to me. I promise to be your light when you are surrounded by darkness. And I promise that you will never be alone through any battle you may face. I promise to care for you and protect you. I promise to comfort and encourage you. And I promise to love you for who you are and who you are still to become. Most of all, Julia Corinne, I promise to love you the way you deserve to be loved. Forever and always, baby.
I promise to build a life and a future with you. I cannot promise it won't be hard at times. I can't promise it won't test us in ways we can't even imagine standing in this perfect moment. But I can promise you that you will never have to go through it alone. Let's seal it with a pinky promise. Bite your thumb.
Just a touch and you've got my attention. impossible, you are perfect. Now it's burning me up like a fire, and your loving is taking me higher. 'Cause all I want is you forever. Yes, all I want is you forever. When you touch me, the whole world gets a little turned upside down. You move me, you'll always find my hand when you're reaching out. Since day one, my love, I think we both know that when you touch me, I melt into you.
Julia said that we could give a speech. My anxiety shot up, but I knew I had to at least say something. If there's anyone who deserves happiness, it's her. Growing up with her has been one of the best experiences of my life. If you know her, you love her, and you know she's so full of sweetness and kindness and acceptance for all people. I always thought that Julia would find someone who would take her sweetness and kindness out of her, but Clayton compliments that more than anyone could, and he's gentle and sweet and sarcastic, and I have no doubt that he will take care of her. I'm so glad she found someone who makes her laugh and feels loved as much as she does all of us. I can't wait for their forever to start. Here's to the Campbells.
The first time I met Julia, actually, I was visiting Clayton. It was the first semester that Clayton and I were off at college, and I think I was at fall break or something. And so we were all hanging out in this common area in their dorm, and everyone else was over studying on these tables, and these two were just sitting on this couch and just flirting with each other all night long. So I know Clayton pretty well, and to gauge where he was at, I was like, hey, can I have Julia's Snapchat? And he, in the nicest way, told me to get lost. and then I was like, oh, okay, so he loves her.
Clayton, thank you for taking care of my best friend. You're so good to her, and there's nothing else I could ask for. I'll always be grateful she found you and is living her best life, being loved by the person she loves endlessly. You're the greatest person I know, and I'm so excited for the life you are starting with Clayton. I love you so much, and I'm happy for both of you.
Julie and I are driving around. We went and got dinner, you know, just the two of us having some sibling one-on-one time. And we sit down seriously. And I said, Julia, how do you know he's the one? And pardon, I might cry a little, so I apologize. But she goes, he always knows what I need. And her perfect example was, she has, sometimes she gets a little anxious. And when that happens, you know, it's difficult to kind of move through it, and it's difficult to find somebody to help you through it. And, oh, that was a voice crack. And Clayton says, what do you need? And, you know, you don't find that every day. And, you know, so my rules, oh my God, my voice. I think it's fair to say that my role as protector is much easier, and I'm gonna be handing that role on to Clayton.